Hello, today we're going to talk about why Windows is superior to the Macs in gaming, and we'll explain exactly why this is. So stick around and we'll talk about it.
It's delicious.
So first of all, many of you may actually know, but Macs actually have better software than Windows. The way that they run is they actually are more efficient with the amount of resources they have. So while the hardware may be pretty much crap, and I'm not trying to hate on Mac, I have one back here. I have a Windows and a Mac system. The thing is, the software in Macs is very efficient, and so the small amount of resources that it does have compared to a Windows system that you could build for the same price is just that it uses it much more efficiently, so you don't actually see the huge difference in performance. If you were to put a Windows on an old Mac system or a new Mac with this kind of the same price, you'd actually be able to notice a substantial difference. So why Windows is also so popular is because you can pretty much build whatever you like and get some really strong hardware. So the other issue that you're all thinking is, well, obviously Mac, you can't really get a legal copy of it to put on any device. Like, for example, if I want to get Mac, couldn't do it legally. Yes, it's possible, and yes, you could do it, and it actually would probably run pretty efficiently. But that brings us up to the other issue with the Mac operating system is no games really support it. So you could get this really nice, you get the, I think it's called OS X is the operating system they call it, but you could get that, put it on a computer, and it probably wouldn't run anything really. So that's the worst part about it is Mac is not known as a gaming platform. Windows is really seriously the gaming platform. But besides, it is designed a whole lot more efficiently. Now, Windows, of course, can be legally bought, which is kind of a good thing, especially if you're not into doing illegal things. And then the other thing is you can really upgrade a Windows desktop. So for example, you're down the line, you're trying to go, hey, I can't play this game, I need to get another graphics card. You can go out and buy a graphics card. This computer back here is really just sitting back here now because I don't think it's a 7-year-old, it's a 2011, so maybe it's 6-year-old computer, and it's got like an i5 and 16 gigabytes of RAM and stuff, but the graphics card is only 1 gigabyte. My new system that I just built has 11 gigabytes of video RAM. So I would upgrade it, but that's kind of impossible. And the other thing about Windows is almost any game can support it. So, like for example, oh boy, a whole lot of games. I don't think there's a single game that I know of that it doesn't support, unless you're talking about Mac specific games, and then I don't think those count as games. The other thing though is Windows is also a little bit more prone to viruses, and everybody's like, well, why don't Macs get viruses? And pretty much the answer to that is nobody really wants to spend time on making a virus for a Mac when you have a whole lot more easier. It's a little bit easier for Windows, and there's a lot more people in Windows, so you can get a lot more people. In Mac, there's not a lot of people, especially because they're so freaking expensive. Like if you were to go through and get the exact same computer, you probably end up with something like 4 times as powerful as my current computer. Because Macs, in the general sense, are just completely outrageously expensive. And if you were to go through and build a similar system for like the same price, for example, I wanted to go through and build a Mac. I would build it like with the same specs and stuff, so you get the same processor stuff as like one of the newest ones. It only end up being like maybe $3,000 compared to like $6,000 is for just getting the same computer. I mean, yes, a fancy monitor in there, and maybe that's the other issue though, is the monitors, you really can't upgrade it, you can't get inside of it, because like this old, I really can't even get inside of it if I wanted to. It's a solid metal case and I can't get inside of it, so that's the worst part about it, is there's no sense of ever upgrading after, I guess you first get it, or you have to go into the store. And that's the other issue too, maintenance on a Mac, especially when it's out of warranty, you have to pretty much pay for them to go open it up. You have to pay for them to go fix the part if it's broken. Then you have to go through and like pay for that. It just gets really expensive just to fix it. Meanwhile, if something broke in my current computer, I just open the door and I just pretty much go through and like take it out, look at it, probably get another part if necessary. I mean, I can unscrew it and take off the cover right now without any issue. It's just, the thing is, they make it really difficult. I feel like Mac is just set in stone, and then Windows is a much more changing system, and that's why it's really good for gaming. But I hope this video explained, why, what is, like, I mean, Mac is a very good operating system if you just want something that's a little light, a good laptop, which don't get me wrong, laptops The Mac laptops are really nice in like just the quality that they are. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be doing it for gaming, but for college, a thin, nice Mac laptop would probably be pretty good. You could actually probably get it pretty cheap. But as I said, though, you know, the big issue is just for gaming, the Windows is dominating. So, hope this video explains something. Check out my channel for other cool tech related stuff. I have a whole bunch of other stuff like that in my channel, computer builds, a whole bunch of stuff. So, thank you all. See you guys next time.